Fallout Season 2 has leaned even more boldly into its adaptation of 2010's Fallout New Vegas, and among the many Easter eggs sprinkled throughout the narrative, there's one reference that showrunner Geneva Robertson-Dworet, executive producer Jonathan Nolan, and star Aaron Moten were especially thrilled to bring into the show. Picking up shortly after the cliffhanger ending of Season 1, the new season sees Ella Purnell's Lucy McLean and Walton Goggins' The Ghoul traveling together into Nevada. Their goal is simple but emotionally loaded: find Lucy's father, Hank, and force him to finally answer for his role in the Great War, as well as the catastrophic destruction of Shady Sands. As Lucy and the Ghoul push deeper into the Mojave, Fallout Season 2 treats longtime fans to a steady stream of connections and tributes to the New Vegas game. From major factions to iconic locations, the showrunners clearly wanted to honor the legacy of the fan-favorite entry while advancing the series' own story. Caesar's Legion makes its live-action debut. Mr. House finally appears in person, rather than as a vague name or shadowy influence. The New Vegas Strip, Area 51, and an altered version of the Hidden Valley headquarters of the Brotherhood of Steel all appear, with Robertson-Dworet and co-showrunner Graham Wagner making it clear that they intend not only to adapt New Vegas, but to expand its mythology. One of the most delightful Easter eggs, though, is also one of the simplest. An NCR soldier's legendary line, "Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter." Fans of the game will recognize it instantly. It's one of the most frequently repeated pieces of NPC dialogue in Fallout New Vegas. In Season 2, Episode 2, the phrase is spoken by a caravan driver under Hank's mind control implants. The moment is subtle, almost throwaway, but behind the scenes, it was anything but incidental. In interviews with Screen Rant's Ash Crossan, Robertson-Dworet, Nolan, and Aaron Moten all expressed how excited they were to slip this fan-favorite line into the series. For Robertson-Dworet, it wasn't merely a reference worth including, it was practically mandatory. Geneva Robertson-Dworet. And that, yes, you hear it roughly 5,000 times. Chuckles. I was very relieved and delighted to see that. That was a top comment, was people wanting to hear that. And I was like, well, we got that one done. Moten joked that he personally agreed with the sentiment, while Nolan echoed Robertson-Dworet's enthusiasm, saying the team felt they simply could not include the line. According to Nolan, the writers went out of their way to find the right moment to incorporate it. He praised the showrunners for how skillfully they wove the reference into the narrative, making its inclusion feel both unexpected and organic rather than forced or pandering. This season of Fallout has been filled with Easter eggs, but what makes them noteworthy is the way the show integrates them. It's not just about dropping iconic images or objects on screen. It's about capturing the spirit of the games, including their writing, humor, and tone. Dialogue callbacks in particular have stood out to fans. Francis Turner's Barb delivers a chilling rendition of the series' most famous phrase, "War never changes," during Vault-Tech's planning of the Great War, recontextualizing it while signaling the inevitable darkness ahead. Meanwhile, the returning Securitron Victor casually tosses out his iconic "everyone's a winner" eventually line, adding a perfect note of dark humor. The Patrolling the Mojave reference is especially clever, because it doesn't just function as a nostalgic nod, it also serves as subtle world-building. By having the line spoken by a character implanted with Hank's mind control tech, the show acknowledges how recognizable the phrase is to fans while also using it to hint at the narrative direction. In the world of the games, the line is closely associated with the New California Republic. In Fallout Season 2, its inclusion suggests that the NCR will loom larger than ever in the story. The NCR was only briefly introduced in Season 1, with Sarita Choudhury's Moldaver serving as the leader of the Shattered Remnants after Hank destroyed Shady Sands. The Brotherhood of Steel's attack on the scattered survivors made their future uncertain. But Season 2's Easter egg, that familiar line uttered in an endless loop, signals that the NCR still has a presence in the Mojave and may rise again in some form. It's also a playful jab at the game's famously repetitive NPC voice lines. Anyone who played New Vegas remembers hearing it constantly, so much so that it became a meme among fans. Having a character repeat it mechanically, thanks to the implant, is a fun twist that mirrors how frequently NCR troopers would repeat it in the game. The end result captures exactly what makes Amazon's Fallout adaptation stand out. It balances reverence for the source material with narrative purpose. It honors fan memories without relying on them. And, perhaps most importantly, it understands why fans love New Vegas in the first place, not just for its world, factions, and lore, but for the tiny, weird, unforgettable details that gave that world its personality.